Welcome to Brain Wreck. I'm Jason Axe.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the podcast. We make it rain all the time.
All the time. Look, it's raining money.
It's raining money.
Oh man, that's very cool that they got this out here.
I know, right?
This discreet, what is it? Undisclosed.
Undisclosed location.
Undisclosed location.
Yeah, something like that.
So disclosed would be like they told you.
Yeah, right. That's like the opposite.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Great banter, man. Well, yeah, we're at this nice little alleyway buying some stuff from the market.
Yep.
What are we doing playing with
I'm
these?
trying to get this to stop. I can't get this.
Why does it keep going?
I don't know.
What is happening? Don't change. You can't go changing stuff.
Well,
Does it end?
No,
Okay.
it's on a loop.
It's on a loop.
Yes.
Just make it go.
Hold on.
Stop the money machine.
It's still going.
Okay.
Wait. No.
Oh, what are you? Okay.
Okay.
Yay! We
Technology.
did it. Now we're broke
Listen.
again. Go ahead, take a sip. I'm gonna need one.
Welcome to Brain Wreck, ladies
We
and gentlemen.
did that
I'm Jason
already.
Axe. We're starting over.
Okay. I'll do it. Fuck it. I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the podcast that, we consider ourselves smart.
Do we?
I'm smart.
I have a master's degree.
What are you, smart?
Yeah.
Smart kid?
Smart kid.
Smart, yep.
Yeah. I was so. Listen.
Yep.
This is how fucking smart I was.
Sure.
Instead of graduating from college
Mm-hmm.
and getting a job,
Mm-hmm.
I graduated from college, went back to college for 2 years, received more student loan debt,
Okay.
and then graduated again.
Mm.
That's how smart I am.
How's that working out for you?
Oh, I can't say I'm completely broke, but I got a lot of payments.
But it's on a budget.
I got a budget for a lot of things,
Yep.
and I'm on a budget, and I got to pay them bills.
Yeah. I mean, we just spent 10 grand on making it rain.
We did.
So
that was like most of my budget right there.
Right. That was your Vegas
Although
money.
I do have everything set to auto pay.
Oh.
So I just
That's ballsy, sir.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's bit me in the balls a few times.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, everything's set to auto pay, so I don't need to look at it.
It bites me in the balls every time.
Oh, does it?
Every time.
Yeah. Okay.
Listen, the only thing I've got on auto pay right now is the mortgage
Okay.
and a gym membership.
Okay.
Everything else can go fuck itself.
Those are two
Fuck
important
you.
things.
Fuck you.
I mean, at the end of the day, like what are they gonna do?
Well, no, it's I had this happen 2 months ago.
Okay.
Okay? I'm in line at the goddamn McDonald's. Okay?
Was this after we had the conversation?
Might have been.
Okay.
So I'm in line at the goddamn McDonald's trying to get me a quarter pounder with cheese or two.
Right.
And I order. She's, not giving a fuck,
Right.
typing it in.
Yep.
Gives me the total, and I'm just like, okay. Pull out the credit card and swipe the credit card. Oh, no. Sorry.
You
Inserted
the
the chip.
Oh.
Because fuck
Yeah.
you.
Insert that chip. Look, those things don't actually work.
They don't, and they're annoying as fuck.
My card still got stolen.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. That's some fuck that went to McDonald's, actually.
So anyway,
Who goes to a McDonald's in Brooklyn? I mean, what the fuck?
like, you got sushi and shit there.
For like $70, and they spent $70.
On McDonald's?
Yeah.
He was buying for everybody.
Apparently.
Apparently, the person that sold your credit card's a good dude.
Fuck him.
Buys for everybody.
It's my money.
So anyway, I insert the card,
Uh-huh.
and it says payment declined.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, what?
Shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, it's these goddamn chip things.
Sometimes they work, sometimes
They haven't
don't.
figured it out yet.
Yeah.
It's
Sometimes you have to press green for credit. Sometimes you have to press yellow for credit. Sometimes you don't do anything at all.
right. You just stare at it and
like,
use your mind.
Make one. Make one thing. Every old lady at every goddamn Rite Aid is yelling at me saying, don't touch the button. And I'm like, well, the other shop, they said touch green. Now you're telling me not to touch anything. Lady down there told me to touch yellow. Make up your fucking mind. I just want to get these goddamn Reese's and gummy bears and get on my way.
Right. And the thing is, especially like at the gas station.
Right.
They got no patience for this fucking shit. So you insert the card, it beeps at you saying it can't read the thing.
Right.
You do it again, and it does the same thing. You do it a third time, does the same thing. The cashier's just like, would you fucking swipe it? Just fucking swipe it. And I'm like, does that work? She's like, yes.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, too, is half the time you can just swipe it.
Yeah. So you swipe it and you're on your merry way. So anyway, my card was declined at McDonald's, and the reason for that was because the goddamn auto payment came out 5 minutes before I got to the fucking McDonald's.
Fuck up.
I am not kidding.
Oh, my God.
Before I left the house, check the bank statement. Make sure you got enough money for what you need.
Sure.
You get to the McDonald's.
Yeah.
Because you're waiting 45 minutes for them to give you your fucking food over at the Shop City.
Now, Jason X. Mm-hmm. My lady and I went there the other night to get a bag full of French fries. Mm. We were...
Wait, just French fries?
Yeah. You ever just get a bag of fries?
No.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty clutch. Like if you're showing up to a party, just stop at a McDonald's
show up with
a bag of fries. You will be This is how you make friends. Just show up with a bag of French fries. Everybody loves you immediately.
He's not wrong.
We were through that line in 3-4 minutes with cars in front of us.
See, that's horse shit. That is horse shit.
By the horse's mouth. That's where it came out, and that's where it lies.
Where it goes.
Yeah.
So anyway.
That's a saying.
Fuck auto payments.
I don't
know where we were going with that.
Well, I do it. It comes out of my checking account.
Right.
Which, well, sometimes it's better. I mean, because a lot of stuff I actually can't. So forget I said that.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I was going to make a point, and then I realized it didn't apply to this particular situation. Shut the fuck up. Let me finish. Mm-hmm. I set up for auto pay, so I just don't have to feel the sadness every time I click pay now.
Okay.
You know, and then I just block the notifications. And I'm like, just take my money.
See that? Yeah, but you're missing a key opportunity, because what happens with me a lot of the times is I will get to that point.
Right.
You know, I just got paid. It's time to pay the bills. And I'm looking at the bills that are due, and I'm looking at the money in the account, and I'm like, okay, I've got 5 bills. I can afford 3. Let's figure out.
Well, that's good budgeting.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's figure out which ones are getting paid this week.
Okay.
And which ones are going to get paid half next week.
Right.
Kind of thing. So,
like I said, some you can just not pay.
But with auto pay, it would just take it right out. And then I would be in the negative, and then the goddamn Bank of America is going to charge me a $35 fee per day that I'm overdraft.
Like, don't they, okay, you already have no money. So as a bank, you're going to say, listen, you're not paying us, so you got to pay us. We're going to charge you this $35. You got to pay us this $35. It's like, but you're missing the point. I don't have any dollars. So
right.
Well, we're going to charge you another $35. And it's like, but listen. I don't
didn't have any yesterday.
The money.
I didn't suck any D's today, so there's no money. That's the bottom line. What do you got to do in this country? And then people are getting fucked left and right on their tax return. You hear that shit?
I still haven't filed my tax return.
Well, you're going to be disappointed.
Okay, but this is one of those things where if I file it late, I kind of right now. Ooh, that guy just drove down the street. Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
It was very nice of him to set all this up for us.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's one of those things where if we kind of like right now we're in the beta testing phase, so it's version 0.1. So I'm hoping to get in there at version 1.2. To where all the kinks are worked out, that's how taxes work. It's how it works. Yeah.
Well, that's how it works, but you got the wrong strategy. You want to get there. You wanted to get there first thing because listen, those people hadn't worked in a month,
right?
And now they're expected to do everybody's tax returns. You think they're looking at that shit? They ain't looking at dick. So you just figure out whatever's going to get you the biggest return.
Oh, okay.
You send it in, and then
I could have a
direct
kid.
Deposit. Yeah,
I could. I mean, I don't, but I could.
You could find one.
I mean, you can just find a kid,
right?
You know, I know lots of people.
There's probably one in this storage locker, like right over here.
That's no. Hey, fuck that guy.
And this girl.
This is a busy street all of a sudden. When did this happen?
Good thing we're elevated.
Yeah. We could just be having all sorts of things just flung right at us. Okay. So I when did I file my tax return last year?
Am I your fucking accountant?
No, this was a thing we had talked about because I filed like super late and you were giving me shit for it.
Christy, what's the math on those taxes?
How do okay, as a man, I mean, I'm not living on my own, but in like an economical sense, I am. I mean, like sometimes we split the Costco payment.
Here we go again on my own.
I'm saying, how do I get the most out of my tax return?
You literally live with an accountant.
But she doesn't do those kinds of taxes. See, everybody says, like, oh, so, like, this time of year, what is, like, your girlfriend do your taxes? I'm like, first of all, I'm an independent, well-educated man. I learned how to do my own taxes over the last 3 years. I know how to do my own.
Just get the fucking TurboTax software.
That's what I do.
That's not learning how. That's filling in fucking boxes and answering questions.
That is like 3/4 of the process.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I learned how to fill in those boxes, man.
The best part is, like, my company offers to fill it in for free for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that like their system.
I think like everybody's going to free now.
Yeah,
like all the ones where you had to like pay for like one of the returns to come back.
Yeah,
I think they were like, well, people are figuring out a way to get around that, so we're just gonna kind of let it slide.
Well, it's the thing. Like, you're already paying for the software. Mm-hmm. So like that's like your, if you go to H&R Block, they're gonna take what, 3, 5, 10%.
Nah, like I haven't paid for a tax. I think the first time I did it on my own was when I actually paid for a tax return
for the software.
To like use the web app or whatever.
Okay.
And then like the following year, I got sign up now and get a free trial. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah. And then I think this past year, it still didn't charge me anything. But motherfuckers, you know what they do?
What do they do?
If you don't, and I was really bad at this the first time I did it. Mm-hmm. I didn't personally file my own taxes. So I didn't have
an asshole?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't have my actual return, so I didn't have that little fucking number you need.
Yes.
For the following year.
Yes.
And I went back to the source where I did it, and they're like, oh yeah, it's like $30. And I'm like, no! Like why do I have to pay money to get my goddamn money?
Right.
This is bullshit. I can issue 1099s. Ain't gonna tell you what to do with it.
I had one of those.
What's a 1099?
It's a form.
Is it?
Yes. I think I had it for either school or mortgage taxes or one of those. Whatever.
I get something from school.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I think it's like a 1098E.
I don't know.
I don't know if I can know. Taxes. I just check the boxes.
Death and taxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
Yeah, I know. Like, all I want to do is just pay my taxes sometimes. Just sit on the couch.
Yeah. So, anyway, enough of this thrilling fucking conversation. I'm surprised you haven't filed your taxes because, I mean, not like, most likely you're not going to be like most of America or the latter half of America and actually get a return because most people are out on their ass this year because of Trump's new tax bill.
Well, Trump's a real motherfucker.
What are you going to do? He robs the poor to feed the rich. The anti-Robin Hood.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want us to get there. Okay. We are well into this episode.
I'm trying to get there, goddammit.
Okay. Well, we are here in this location for a reason.
For a reason. And I was going to say, if you got a tax return, more than likely you would spend it on yourself and things that you like.
I actually, to be fair, last year, I did not spend my tax return.
What do you mean?
I saved it.
What is that?
What do you mean, what is that?
What is saving?
Like, I put it over here, and I don't touch it.
1099 is for investment income or self-employed income.
You're self-employed.
I want to be self-employed.
I mean, it's kind of like you're working for yourself, but you're not getting paid.
Yeah. It's not taxable yet, government. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I didn't file for that.
Good for you, man.
Anyway.
No one's listening. Don't worry about it.
That's very true.
Wait, where were we? We were getting what point?
So you're going to spend it on yourself.
I'm going to spend it on
and
myself.
you're going to spend it on.
I'm actually
doodads.
I'm going to be just as good as I was last year. I'm not going to spend it. However, I'm going to spend like the other money.
Your regular money.
Regular money. I'm not going to spend the. I'm not going to spend whatever money I get from a tax return. I'm going to spend the money I already have.
My me money.
Yeah, the me money. The money that's for me. The money that I earn.
Right.
On shit. I actually should probably file my taxes soon because there's a couple of things I want to buy in the next couple of weeks. So there might be a trip coming up that I'm gonna, fund and all that. So
exciting.
As a cautionary tale, we're gonna talk about bootleg.
Fievel?
Fievel goes west?
No, not goes west. Just Fievel.
When did he go west?
The second one.
There was a second one?
Fievel Goes West was the second one.
What was the first one?
A Cautionary Tale, Fievel.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, we just fell into that. That blew my fucking mind.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. It's an American tale. Fievel Goes West. No, Fievel.
Wait, we're going to talk about bootlegs and knockoffs. I'm going to have a goddamn aneurysm. Okay. You are an eBay user.
Yes.
Okay. I have become more accustomed to eBay over the last 2 years. I bought some things recently, which, okay, before we get into that, so we talked about the Soldier Boy. The Soldier Boy, tell him, and the gaming console, and how my buddy and I, we went to the mall, we bought.
Is that right? Is that how you're supposed to do that?
No, it's dabbing.
Right.
Yeah. We're going to say yeah.
Okay.
Just to keep going. Yeah, so we bought that bootleg video game thing from the mall where it had like all the... It was like 8 versions of Donkey Kong, but like they just had different characters. Because you don't always know who you're buying from. They seem like a stand-up individual, but it turns out they're a real, piece of shit or a scumbag. And they're just selling kids knockoff products.
Right.
Well, I think I may have been sold the knockoff product.
Did you get it from back here?
You know what? It very well might have come from over there.
Okay. All right.
So I've been searching the eBay.
Okay.
Because recently, it was this past summer.
Yep.
I made a purchase to really kick things off.
Okay.
It was the NECA Ninja Turtles set.
Oh,
from
we
the
talked
90s
about this.
movie.
Yes.
And so
the one Keith Harris wants to buy.
The one Keith Harris wants to buy. I'm not going to sell it to him now. I'm not. I thought about it, and then I was like, you know what?
This is for me.
This is for me. I bought this with my me money, the money that I earned from my job. Actually, I think that was the start. That was about the time I started spending my tax return. But anyways, so I've been looking at what NECA has sold in previous years at like the different Comic Cons and whatnot.
Sure. Yep.
Specifically as it relates to the Ninja Turtles. Because
okay.
I'm a Ninja Turtles fan.
You like that new movie.
I do not like that new movie. I am a man, well-educated, who's willing to admit that he was wrong about a goddamn movie that was made for kids. Okay? I was wrong. I retract any praise I gave that thing.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yep.
So I bought some Ninja Turtle toys.
From that new movie.
Not from the new movie. God. So it was like 2016 they came out with 2 box sets that were done up in the style of the arcade game.
Ooh.
Yeah. Now, growing up, listen, you go to the Chuck E. Cheese.
You try to get past that first level.
You go to the Water Safari.
Ain't happening.
You played some goddamn Ninja Turtles arcade. You know what, though? I remember, so the arcade game was the same one that was for the NES.
Yes.
The NES port was difficult as all hell.
Yes.
The arcade version, for me, wasn't always difficult.
Was it the joystick? Was that made the difference?
What do you mean the joystick? No, I just think the difficulty level.
Oh, right.
And the better graphics, of course.
Well, of course, right.
Let's be real here.
What are you gonna do?
But no, I didn't always have difficult. But they came out with the box sets of the Turtles and some villains done up in that style. And I was like, you know what? I think I need those.
Okay.
Well, they're 3 years old at this point.
Yep.
Can't really find them on Amazon. NECA doesn't sell them direct.
Okay.
So you got to go on the secondhand market.
Right.
eBay had the villains pack for relatively cheap.
Okay.
You know, it was like 75. Usually, like they range from anywhere from like 75 to like $120.
Mm-hmm.
You know, depending on when you could get them. So I picked one up.
Okay.
Okay. And it you know, just keep in mind the lighting here. It might show some glares on the package.
And there's some green on there.
You know, there's a little, okay, so you've got a little bit of glare, but this is the set.
Okay.
You got the sticker there.
Okay. Nice.
And then you got, you know, it folds out. You got the joysticks and all that. It's a nice set. Yeah, it's a very nice presentation.
Yeah.
I haven't decided. I was going to take them out of the box. Then I was looking at them and I was like, you know what? They look pretty good in the box.
Right. And the box is nice.
It's a good presentation. Yeah, the box is in decent condition. I bought this on eBay from a guy in New Jersey. Okay. So well, you know, as much as I rag on New Jersey, it seemed like a trustworthy individual.
Sure.
I literally bought it. Not 2 minutes later, I had the tracking information.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was great, too, because in his product description, he said, shipping is usually fast. My wife works at the post office, which is just down the street.
Damn.
And I'm like,
that's a lunch date.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So, obviously, about the villains, you need to buy the heroes.
Right.
The heroes in a half shell.
Turtle power.
Turtle power.
Is this where things...
So this is where things get a little sketchy.
Okay.
So
all right.
I was going through the list on eBay.
Yep.
And there were a lot of ones that were really expensive.
Okay.
Like $150 to the $300 range.
Okay, that's pretty.
And then
expensive.
there were some that were like below $100. I'm like, okay, well. That's more my price range.
Sure.
So you I feel are an eBay expert.
I've been on for you for a long time.
So I would say as I'm going through the story. Ooh, car.
Oh.
As I'm going through the story, that you would probably have some. Oh, we're getting some shading here too, by the way.
Oh.
You might see some red flags.
Sure. Yep.
That maybe I was blind to. So. I did the search, you know, max payment bid, whatever, $100.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going through all the listings, and they're all kind of ranging within like, you know, plus or minus $30.
Okay.
And I'm clicking on a few, looking at them, and I'm reading the descriptions, and there's some spelling errors. Mm-hmm. There's some grammatical errors. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of listings that are based out of China.
Oh, no.
So I did some research, and one of the bits of research I found was typically with anything NECA related, anything coming out of China is most likely a bootleg.
Right.
And I was like, okay, that's interesting to know.
Right.
So I did search U.S. only.
Okay.
And there weren't a lot in the, you know, that $100 range I was looking for, but I found a couple, and I found one that was like $85 with shipping coming out of California. And I'm going through, and I'm like, oh, this is perfect.
Right.
You know, it says it's a brand new in box, never opened, perfect condition. And then I'm scrolling through, and then there's like what the seller actually put in. And again, like there's some errors, and there's some, you know, odd phrasing.
Okay.
I'm like, okay. I'm sure it's okay.
Oh, no. Oh,
and
no.
I'm like, this is the only one. And I'm like, I just bought the other one. This is the only one that's really in my price range right now.
Did you get Leonardo?
No. So
Donna Toro?
No. I thought I might have. So, but I made the sale. I'm like, you know, it's within my price range. It's coming from California. Not quite. So I get the notification like a day later. Okay, this is shipping.
Right.
I'm like, oh, great. And then I get another notification that's like, oh, okay, like it's gonna be at your doorstep in like the next 24 hours, whatever. It gave you the shipping time. And I was like, oh, cool. And I'm like,
from Cali?
And yeah. So I was like, okay, let's see how. And I was like, that's kind of quick.
Right.
Huh. Okay. And I clicked down the shipping details, and it said it was coming out of China.
Oh, no.
And I was like, okay.
How does that work?
So it was listed as California.
Right.
And this is kind of where I want to get to, because I feel like there's a course of action here that I should take. But
there very much is.
Okay. But then I did a little bit more research.
Okay.
So, but I'll get to that in a second. So the product came.
Yep.
And it wasn't packaged that great.
Okay.
So the guy from Jersey that sent it to me sent it in a box with like wrapping paper and all that stuff. Right. This one was just like thin, like not even bubble wrap, and then like a soft like envelope kind of around it.
Oh no.
Like one of those plastic ones. And the box got kind of dinged up.
Now,
here is the box. Now, it's the same design as the other one.
Right.
Okay. Couple of key differences here.
Yeah.
The sticker seems to be slightly off center.
Yeah.
Compared to
let's see.
Compared to this one, which is very much
right
directly in the corner. You're not going to be able to see it on screen because it kind of blends into the design of the box.
Yeah.
So and that I opened it up, and that was the first thing I noticed. And I was like, it seems like it was a bit of a miss.
Yeah, that or somebody took it off something and put it on something.
Because
it's a generic sticker.
It's the 2016 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive sticker. And I'm like, but usually like if this is an exclusive by a reputable company, like they're gonna take tender love and care,
right?
And then the box is very much dinged up. Like, not to the point where I'm like, I got to return it. So then I opened it up.
Yeah.
Now it looks like them.
Yeah.
They look to be in fairly decent shape. I did notice like a few dings and what might have looked like some production mishaps here and there.
Right.
But one thing that was glaring to me was Leonardo, which I actually took out of the
did
packaging.
That.
Yeah, I did that. But his arm was completely turned around.
Oh.
And I was like, maybe that was just posed that way. And I went online and I looked at the packaging, and it didn't look like that.
It was not posed that way.
It was not posed that way.
Okay.
And I'm like, so this, what happened here? Also, something you'll notice too, which you're not going to see on the screen here, so I'm just going to show it to you.
Sure.
The color quality. One of them is much darker than the other. That being the one that was shipped out of China.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And the green's even off.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I wouldn't look so much into that because it is a different set. Like if it was two of the same set, I'd be more
right. But this is my thing. It's the same, and they do have a slightly different design. Like the villain's one says foot, and then like there's the foot logo printed on all the sides. But it's the same year. Basically the same box with like one minor difference.
Right.
And I'm like, am I being paranoid? And this is all before I even really did deeper research.
Okay.
This is all first impressions of pulling it straight out of the box.
Gotcha.
Or the packaging, rather.
Right.
So
my initial reaction to this. Oh, do we have some?
You didn't ask for more pictures. This is the problem with this listing in particular. There weren't a lot of listings like across the board that had like seller produced pictures.
Gotcha. So they're mostly stock photos.
It was mostly stock photos. A lot of them were using the same images.
Okay.
And this was for the other product as well.
Here's my official analysis.
And Christy's saying I need to dispute.
I agree with you. I agree with that.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. What is your analysis?
So most likely, from my experience, what that is, what you have, it is semi-legit.
Okay.
Because
semi-legit as in
when a company is going to produce a certain toy or comic or whatever the fuck you're making, there's a thing called overrun.
Okay, and okay, well, I'll okay, go ahead. Yeah.
So with this overrun, the reason they do that is because there are going to be some of the product that is flawed.
Right.
Some of the product that is either doesn't come out right, is broken, there's a mistake, an arm's put in backwards, whatever the fuck is wrong with it. Now, these things are mostly produced in China, so those that are wrong are typically shipped back to the manufacturer.
Yes, they are.
For either a refund or a rerun of whatever the item would be. So in China, you have these people that have this stock that will try to pawn it off as legitimate items, when in fact it is the outcast of the prince.
Right.
So that's what I think you have. If this was presented as a from Comic-Con, like picked up at Comic-Con, like
I actually think I can pull up
pull up the listing for the description.
I can pull up the listing
because I would absolutely, if I got this, I would absolutely dispute it.
You would dispute it?
And more than likely, they will not ask you to ship it back to them. They will just give you a refund.
Really? Okay. So
more than likely.
Let me see if I can find. Okay, so here is the listing. Click on that. Yep. So it's the box.
Okay.
Now now right away I know that it wasn't this product that got sent to me because that's not the position the Leonardo's arm was in.
Okay.
And then like basically all stock photos.
Yep, I see that.
Okay. Which was just pulled directly from the NECO website.
Right.
New, brand new, unused, unopened, undamaged item.
Okay, we're right there. There's your dispute.
Okay. Original San Diego Comic-Con 2016 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 6-inch exclusive action figures. This is official version, limited quantities. If you like, please don't miss. Besides, we have the STC Ninjas are on sale, and this was just the villain set.
Okay, gotcha.
And then again, just more stock photos. And then they have like a disclaimer about the color that you might be seeing on your screen. Return policy. Within 14 days, 20% restocking fee, which
I would just dispute it.
Yeah. Payment, and then all that. If you need items in a hurry or a fixed dates, and then they say before you make negative or neutral feedback, please contact us. We'll try our best to solve the problem.
I would not even do that. So there's a couple things that jump out at me that you can dispute as not as described.
Okay.
So the part that they put undamaged, yours was not in the package correctly.
Right.
Thusly, it was damaged. Plus, the box was damaged. Upon arrival.
It was not shipped with care.
Was not shipped with care, and that is enough. I actually had bought my wife. She was collecting the Monster High dolls.
Right.
And I bought her one for Christmas, and it came damaged.
Okay.
So the outer box was damaged, and I messaged the person. I was like, "Listen, my wife's a collector. This damaged box just it ruins everything.
Right.
Like, I don't want this now. Please refund my money." And they ended up filing a dispute with the post office, so they got paid their money back.
Gotcha.
I didn't.
Okay.
I got the refund for it, and I got to keep the item.
Okay.
So of course I turned around and sold that bitch as damaged. And I made $40 off it.
There you go. Buy some McDonald's.
But we see this a lot in the Disney pin trading community.
Oh, okay.
Because what happens is in the pin trading community is that they have the mass-produced pins, but then they have the ones that are flawed, damaged, and then there's also people just making recreations of them. So if you're in that, you either have to buy straight from Disney, or if you're trading or selling in between groups, there are telltale signs that you have to look for to make sure that it's legitimate. Like there's a certain stamp on the back you have to look for, the discoloration.
Right.
A lot of the times you'll see like the character's eyes, they'll fill the whole thing in with a color instead of making like an iris and a pupil. Little details like that you have to look for to make sure that's the case. That, what you just showed me, what we just read on the description, I would absolutely file a dispute.
Okay, then I think that's going to be the course of action I take. Kevin got a scrapper. Yeah, so now when I started to do my research, that was one of the first things I thought of when you said a lot of companies will do overruns, especially when it's exclusive items that aren't being mass produced. I know Mondo does that a lot, the company that does a lot of the posters and the art gallery down in Austin, Texas. Because I actually purchased from their most recent overrun sale where, an exclusive poster comes out, they release it for, 3 days or until it's sold out, whichever comes first, and then it's just not on sale anymore. months down the road, they have, a handful of them left, and they say, okay, we're going to do a flash sale with all of our overstock. And that was my first thought, was this is probably a factory defect.
Yes.
That was shipped back, and somebody within the factory either bought it or the factory itself is just saying,
whatever. Yeah.
well, we're going to, because the company I work for, there was a company that bought some of our stock. Like they purchased product from us to sell. Right. They couldn't sell it through their main channel, so they were flipping them on Amazon for like half price. Oh. Which we were like, takedown. Right. And I feel like that's something that's happening here. Right. The flip side to that, which is why I was like, okay, well, what is really the best course of action I should take? So I started doing some research, going on Reddit, searching on Twitter, and even the NECA. Like somebody had asked NECA, they said, hey, are you guys aware if there's stuff coming out of China that's bootleg with this product specifically? It was around 2016, and NECA responded. They said, yes, unfortunately, there's a lot of bootlegs coming out of China. Okay. So I was like, okay. Do some more research on that. I found out that apparently it is not uncommon for them to bootleg and knock off these particular products, like from NECA. However, like the figure collecting community is like, you know what? I bought one from China and it actually didn't look kind of bad, so I'm not even mad about it. And I'm like, not the response I was expecting.
Especially from collectors.
Especially from collectors.
These seem like bullshit collectors, because I know the pin people, they will fucking crucify you. Oh, they will crucify you if you sell them a bullshit pin.
So I thought about that, but I was like, you know what, though? And you touched on a good point. Maybe there's a way to get both some money back and still keep them. Yes. Because I've worked that out with people that I've sold stuff to on eBay who were like, oh, there was a ding in the box that you didn't show in a picture. And I'm like, there's barely a ding. Right. And they're like, can I just get my shipping back? And I'm like, whatever. So I give that back to them. So, okay. But with your advice and what you said, I think I'm going to file the claim.
I would say so. And the thing is, too, like, there's a lot of like, that looked like a professional seller page. For what you showed me,
right? Like, and the thing is whenever I buy something from eBay, 100% positive.
100% positive. How many?
Like it was over 2,000.
Over 2,000. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the deal is like a lot of those like main sellers that have thousands reviews, they're too busy to respond. So if it like I had a situation where I disputed something and the person. And the person was a professional seller, and they have like 3 days or something like that.
Right, 3 days to respond or
to get back to there. And if they don't, you just get your money back.
Right.
And that was the case where it was a situation where I just wanted not a full refund, but I just wanted something.
Sure.
And then they didn't respond, so I got a full refund, and I got to keep the item.
Okay.
Because they didn't ask for it back, and I'm just like, well, this worked out.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So like, I would say that, and then if they hit you with like a 25 stocking fee, or be like, no, you sold me a bullshit item.
Right.
Like that's why I say don't try to work it out with them first, because PayPal's not gonna know a 25%.
They're just like, what?
Right, yeah. They're just like, you got fucked.
You pay through us. That's all we do. We don't even touch the money.
Right. So I would say do that. Okay. That would be the route that I'd say to go.
So, key takeaway here: always file a dispute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, fuck it.
They side with the buyers 90% of the time.
Yeah. I know. I went through that shit. I was like, you're fucking kidding me. Like the smallest little thing.
Yep.
Okay. So with that.
Yep.
Something I was doing a little bit this morning was taking a grand old look at some world-class knockoffs.
Okay.
Now, have you ever bought like a bootleg or a knockoff?
I mean, tapes maybe.
Tapes?
Yeah,
like how so?
Like back in the VHS days, the tape trading days, that kind of thing.
Well, okay, but I feel like you're
I bought the best of Lance Storm in WCW.
Okay, but like you went in with the understanding that Lance Storm in WCW was
fucking awesome.
Listen, the man's group held every fucking title except for like one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he turned hacksaw against the good old U.S. of A.
It made him shave his beard, which is weird because I feel like most Canadians have beards.
Hacksaw's going to be in...
Hacksaw Jim Duggan literally looked like a lumberjack before he joined the Canadian faction, and then they made him look less like a lumberjack.
I think Hacksaw's going to be one of the cons I'm going to be at this year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so that'll be fun.
Hacksaw.
Yeah, good to see Hacksaw again.
Yeah. Okay, so, but, you bought bootlegs... With the understanding,
that they're bootlegs,
because I've done that with wrestling tapes, like especially DVDs, where it's like, oh, get like the best of New Japan, like from 1994. It's like, oh, there was like a release of that, and they're just like, no, just
It's like trying.
We just have it.
It's like trying to get songs from the South from Disney. Like
who's trying to get that,
dude? Everybody.
Really?
That is a hot item.
Just as like I'm a collector, and this would be something of value?
Yes, because Disney, songs from the South. There's some implications there.
I don't know if they're just. I think it's like straight to the point, John Wayne type bullshit.
Let it go, man. The man's dead. You're alive. You won. Okay. Anyway,
oh, died.
Disney did not do United States release of Songs of the South.
Really?
Yes.
Where was it?
Well, I mean, obviously Songs of the South is based on the United States.
Right.
But it was only released overseas.
Oh.
Because, like, by the time that home video came around...
Were they just like, one's gonna like...
No!
Wait a minute. Hang on. Wait. When home video was being released...
Yes.
Like, home video that you can purchase?
Correct.
So, like, late 80s, early 90s?
Correct.
That was they released it? Then?
In foreign. Where it was a less sensitive situation.
Was it, though?
Listen, I'm not a CEO.
It's a CEO? I don't think you need to be a CEO to say that. Like, there was never a time where that was not just fucking bonkers, awful.
I saw it recently.
Where? Wait, the movie?
No, I didn't see the movie. Okay. But I saw somebody had it.
Yeah?
Somebody, the last time I went to the fair.
The fair?
Yeah. Somebody had
I'm not surprised.
A bootlegged DVD of Songs of the South. And I'm just like, dude, you have Songs from the South. And he's just like, yeah, man, you can't get that anywhere. And I'm like, yeah,
there's a
reason.
Wait, so what was he selling it for?
$50
for a bootleg copy of a racist movie you can't get anywhere.
Correct.
Was he charging too little?
I kind of think so.
I kind of think so too.
Like, part of me is just like, oh, I could be a completist. And then part of me is just like, I don't want to be an asshole.
I don't want anybody coming over with this on the shelf.
Could you imagine?
No.
You walk into somebody's house, they have a fucking movie poster of Songs of the South.
Like, no, I'm just a completist. I like to buy Disney things. I just really love Disney. It's got nothing to do with that. I've even got no, don't leave. Oh, shit.
This happens every time.
What do you don't buy it, right? You don't buy it.
No,
you don't buy it.
Absolutely not.
Even if you have,
I didn't have $50.
So even if you have like an actual physical copy in your hand, you don't buy it, right?
I picked it up to look at it because I was like,
because you're
I'm in shock and awe.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, here you go.
Does anybody buy that?
Absolutely not.
Nobody buys it?
Wait. He's at the fair.
I'm saying it's at the fair.
He knows his market.
I mean, there's probably some clientele walking around the fair that might be like, ooh.
I'd like to know. Listen, if you're out there and you're selling a bootleg copy of Songs of the South at the New York State Fair, hit us up at brainwreckshow@gmail.com.
Yes. I mean, okay. So, oh my God, we I feel like we should get off of this topic, but
it's fascinating.
It's fascinating. I mean, because Jesus Christ, we're two white guys in a basement talking about songs of the South. What the fuck happened to my life? What is? You guys getting this?
So anyway, you were saying about bootlegs.
Where do we go from here?
You got a thing.
Okay. Oh, these are visual.
You should have fucking sent that to me beforehand.
Well,
I could have pulled them.
No. I can't read this. I can't read it.
All right. So, okay. That was my... Wait, what?
I'm so turned around.
So what else have you bought anything else? I mean, you mentioned the game system.
I bought the gaming system.
Right.
And obviously, you kind of do the recording of the pay-per-views growing up. So like those are kind of bootlegs.
That's a souvenir.
That's a souvenir, exactly. They say not to record it, but you do it anyway. Whatever.
FBI, come
on. Who'd they ever beat?
Right.
I don't know.
That fucking guy.
So. But this is, I think, the first, and again, I'm unclear if this is actually a bootleg, because this, I mean, the detail and the quality on it seems
legit.
It seems legit, like it was just factory fuck up, whatever. So I still can't say that I necessarily purchased a bootlegged item, except for that dumb fucking video game thing.
Right.
I should see if I have that.
You should.
Maybe we can do something with that. Maybe we can do a game stream on that.
Oh,
yo. That's going to be an episode. I have to find it now.
Okay.
And if I can't find it, I'm going to have to find a place that's selling it.
Sounds
maybe
twice.
Like maybe that's the hit, though, that I need to take. Because have you ever seen those, like, Polystation 3s?
What?
It's like, it's a PS3.
Okay.
But it's just like a jacked up emulator, basically.
Uh-huh.
There might actually be one on here. Let me see if I can do a quick little search for that, because I saw a ton of these on the knockoff list. Let's see, Polystation. Okay. Oh, there's a Polystation 4.
Oh wow. Do they have Mr. Domino?
The fuck is Mr. Domino?
All right, so dude, this was the game. Okay.
Okay.
Speaking, this is perfect. Speaking into bootlegs, did you mod your original PlayStation?
No.
I did.
You did?
Did.
How'd it work out?
It worked out great until NBA 2K, and then they figured out how to fucking not do that anymore. So here's the gimmick, folks, for the kids back in the day. The original PlayStation, if you went to a computer trade show, they sold these mods you could do to your PlayStation so that you could take your rented Blockbuster video game. God damn it, I'm dating myself with all this shit.
Oh, yeah.
You take your Blockbuster video game, you put it in your computer, and you copy it onto a disc. So you basically burn the game onto a disc, and this mod that you bought from the computer show reads the burnt disc, because the regular one wouldn't do that.
Okay, so it just read the burnt disc.
Correct.
Okay.
So we would go to Blockbuster Video, we would rent a game, come home, burn it, return it, go rent another game, burn that whole thing for the original PlayStation. The problem is that to do the modification, you had to buy this chip, and then you had to solder it into your PlayStation.
How good were you at soldering?
I was not good at all. My father was an electrician.
Well,
that worked on circuit boards.
Well, there you go.
So he was a goddamn master, and he's just... He was reading up about it, like, back on the day before the internet was mean. And, like, he's just, like, reading this. He's just like, wait, what? Oh, I could do this. And he's just like, oh, they're having a goddamn computer convention down at the fairgrounds. So he went down to the fairgrounds, bought a mod chip, put it in, and burned it, and did it, and it was great. Dude, I had so many video games that were just burnt, like all the wrestling games. Okay. I had the Trials of the Jedi, like everything that you can think of, I had. And there was this one game, we got to the point where we were running out of games. We were just getting everything and then having it. So, like, we were scraping bottom of the barrel stuff just to have it. And there was this one game, I was just like, I'm at Blockbuster, I'm looking at the selection, I'm like, I have every one of these games except for this one, so fuck it. And it was called Mr. Domino.
Mr. Domino. I remember this now. No one can stop Mr. Domino. Oh, Jesus.
And it was a weird game where you were a domino and you would just constantly walk through this board.
Right.
And you got like 3 laps around the track.
Okay.
And the idea was that while you were going around the track, you had to place dominoes and then run into them the next time around to hit switches and levers and all sorts of shit like that. I played it like 4 times, and I'm like, you know what? I have better games than this.
Want to know something?
What?
I bet I can find this game.
Dude, we need to play this game.
I can get us this game.
We need to play this game.
I bet I can get us this game.
Mm-hmm.
I can get us this game by 5 o'clock.
In the morning?
Yeah. I mean, that's the next one coming up.
Yeah, it's more whiskey upstairs, I guess.
Okay, yeah. So we don't have too much experience in the actual purchasing of bootleg products.
No.
We're learning a little bit more about it. However, we have some gaming ideas coming up here soon.
Yeah. We got plenty of ideas.
With that said, though, we are running out of time.
Okay.
So I want to get back into this because we talked about this last week.
Okay.
Where are we now with Jose Canseco?
Where in the world is Jose Canseco?
Yeah, it doesn't really work.
We'll make it work.
We'll figure it out.
I'll do a jingle.
Wait, you do what?
I'll do a jingle. I'll make a jingle.
Jingle away, my friend. So last week we brought this up because I saw this earlier in the day prior to us recording.
Right.
That Jose Canseco,
former baseball
player.
I think he's an all-star.
Star of The Apprentice.
Gets his game on.
Goes and plays. Had a ball bounce off his head once.
Right.
And into the stands for a home run.
Oh, he's that guy?
Yeah.
Oh. You know what? This all makes sense.
Right? Exactly. You and 4 friends or just a group of 5 people could go on an alien excursion and Bigfoot hunt.
Yes.
Jose Canseco, where he will show you a real alien and a real Bigfoot.
Guaranteed.
And it's not his dick, apparently.
Oh, no?
Apparently not.
Confirmation?
Nope. So we are, and one of his more recent tweets was, "Come step into my world, the Twilight Zone, the world of pure imagination. Take that as you will."
Those are 2 different properties.
I know. So let's see. Let's see. He's looking for help in Las Vegas, and okay. He had a dream last night that he was an actor. This is a tweet specifically. Had a dream last night that I was an actor. I must say, I always wanted to be an actor, not a baseball player.
Is that like the old wrestlers want to be rock stars and rock stars want to be wrestlers kind of thing?
Like one of those things.
Okay.
And then he just says, our next president will be a woman with a genius IQ. Okay. And then the following tweet just says, transgender with a genius IQ.
He refined.
And then come out and support the 12U Road Dogs Baseball Club. Add a foursome and golf with us for a good cause.
What?
If I were president, I would give citizenship to aliens and Bigfoot.
All I'm saying, Canseco 2020.
Canseco 2020. 2020, Jose Canseco. Jose will see us to a better America.
Wait, is he a citizen?
Yeah.
Natural born? Because that's a qualification there, pal.
He will change that.
Where is he born? Cuba. He could be vice president, right?
He's got some blue-ass eyes in that photo, and
Yeah,
it's
he does.
scaring
Look
the
at that.
shit out of me. I'm closing that. Can we end the show?
That's one of those Ted Bundy eyes right there.
Ted Bundy eyes. I feel like that's a song.
Ted Bundy eyes.
All the women are just swooning now.
Yes.
Yes.
So anyway, if you have any ideas of anything that you've bootlegged, anything that you want to incriminate yourself with, please hit us up online at Brainwreck Show.
Follow us. Online. Across all social media. email us, brainwreckshow@gmail.com. Let us know your thoughts, opinions, views of the world.
We may respond.
What your hopes and dreams are.
Yeah. Where you would like us to travel to next?
Yes, we are. I don't know where we are. They just kind of put a bag over our head and said, "Come do the show."
The flea market's down the street. That's why I thought, we'd come here for all your bootlegged items.
Well, why did you throw a bag over my head?
Surprise.
Cool, man.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm always thinking of the drama.
Oh, hey, how was your Valentine's Day?
Oh yeah,
next week. Stay tuned. This is cliffhanger.
Steve.
Wait, Steve.
Steve.
Wait. End the show. We're gonna go talk to Steve.
All right.
Steve, where's my fucking money?